Good morning and welcome to the opening trade. I'm Ayla. Good morning, traders. All right, before we get started today, don't forget to first read and understand our disclosures found both by link and text in the description of this video. All right, so let's start out our day with taking a look at our account balance. It's buried here. Okay, found it. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Simulated account, the opening trade. Here's what we are starting with today. So let's take a look at the strategy performance. Let's look at the back test results from the previous 90 days on these four different automated trades we could potentially see go off today. So the first one we're going to start with is going to be the NQ. Here we go. Here's our 90-day date range, the max drawdown, the gross loss, the gross profit, and the total net profit for the NQ. Now let's take a look at the ES, which is the S&P 500. Here's our 90-day range, the max drawdown, gross loss, gross profit, and total net profit for this strategy, which is an automated trading system from the opening trade. They have free trials to these trading automated systems on their website at theopeningtrade.com. Alright, so here's the Dow, our 90-day date range, our max drawdown, gross loss, gross profit, and total net profit. And then the last one we will be looking at is for the Russell 2000 futures. And here again is our 90-day date range, the max drawdown, the gross loss, gross profit, and total net profit. Alright, so what are we seeing today as far as news reports? Thank you for those of you watching, and good morning. Go ahead and like and subscribe if you have not. If you're new, welcome. If you're returning, thank you for returning. Let's see here. So what did we see for news today? Today we saw the unemployment cost index quarter over quarter was down 1%, which is great for the economy, meaning unemployment costs are down a whole percent. That is probably a lot of money. All right, what else came out this morning? The HPI month-over-month report was released with a 0.1% change. The S&P CS Composite 20 HPI year over year came out, and that saw a 6.8% change. We will see the Chicago PMI report being released at 9:45 Eastern Standard Time, followed at 10 with the CB Consumer Confidence Report. Let's make sure all of our charts are looking good. What else are we going to see today? Tentatively, the AIG Manufacturing Index could be released, and at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, the CB Consumer Confidence will be released. All right, so what's happening in the news today? Let's see. Canadian Solar fell 30% of preferred units of the First Italian Alternative Investment Fund. Airbus Commercial selects Altair Sim Solid in Zero-E Sustainable Aircraft Initiative. Let's see. Rent the Runway announces corporate debt restructuring. Lilium joins forces with the GKN Aerospace. F&G Annuities and Life Incorporated announces equity investment in Life IMO SYNCIS. Activist investor Elliott takes stake in Vantage Towers filing. Aptech Payments Corp. announces pricing of $5 million registered direct offering. ClearSense announces the success of a $50 million capital raise. We have less than 3 minutes before we see the New York markets open. Generac is to expand its clean energy offering with the addition of residential electrical vehicle chargers. Futures turn positive as data eases inflation concerns. The first trade we could potentially automatically trade on its own is going to be on the NASDAQ futures on this chart here. Let's refresh our news here. Motorsport Games regains full compliance with NASDAQ listing rules. Yeah, you gotta stay compliant. Or watch. Let's see. NVR Incorporated announces fourth quarter results. We have less than 2 minutes before we will see this automated. Apparently, my computer is behind in time, and it would be less than a minute before we could see this automated trade take place. Don't forget to read and understand our disclosures found both by link and text in the description of this video. We're going to watch automated trades from the openingtrade.com. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining us. For those of you who are new, thank you. Those of you returning, greatly appreciate it. Alright, so let's see if our automated trade is taking place today. Alright, so apparently the volume is off on this computer, so you didn't hear it. We'll fix that right now. Okay, so we're in an automated trade. It's got not a very, it's a short one because it's not a very big window there. And if it hits the blue line, the system will close the trade automatically. If it hits the pink line, same thing will happen. Of course, we want the blue line, so we're hoping it pops up there just long enough to close this trade out. Getting close.
Target filled.
There we go. So I'm not sure if you could hear that, but it said target filled. And so that trade automatically closed in a win of $425 on the NASDAQ futures, which is wonderful. Okay, so the next thing we could see is that we have 3 trades that will fire off in less than 4 minutes if the parameters are met for those trades. So the market is open now less than a minute. We were happy with our winning trade. Let's refresh this page. All right. So what else is happening in the market? Let's take a look at these charts. This is the S&P 500 futures. Here's the Dow Jones futures. And the Russell 2000 futures. Look at that candle run. It is got a giant movement right now. In our last chart is the euro versus the US dollar, showing the euro. Alright, so we saw the Russell was interesting, so let's take a look at it there. Alright, so let's see if there's any new news. Highly doubtful considering the market, New York market just opened. So let's see, where were we? Zongo Chow Incorporated announces introduction of Indian anti-influenza drugs to China. So that's interesting news there. Noble 9, NOBL 9 secures strategic investment from ServiceNow and Cisco Investments. Atlas Technical Consults Incorporated to be acquired by GI Partners for $12.25 per share. $12.25 a share. Atlas Technical Consults to be taken private by GI Partners in a $1.05 billion deal. We have less than a minute before we could see 3 automated trades fire off at the same time, right? Okay, so we'll be listening for the computer to tell us that an automated trade has fired off, and then we will flip through our charts and watch the automated trades as they take place. Because that's what we're here to do. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We greatly appreciate it. Thank you for watching and returning. Our systems are automated and they are live. They run in the U.S. equities futures market. Free trials to the automated trading systems on our website at theopeningtrade.com. Don't forget to read and understand all associated risks listed on the website and in this video description. Okay, so I didn't hear anything. So it looks like we saw no trades besides our NASDAQ automated trade, which, I mean, that's a part of trading. We're using an automated trading system. It's the indicators were not there for it to enter in the trades, and that's why we have the system. So we don't have to think about it. So once it is in a trade, we just like to watch and manage it and make our own personal, assessed risk to reward and make our own informed decisions based off of my own, what I'm looking for. So you always have to assess your own risk and make sure that you understand all the disclosures, understand your understand and read all associated risks, so that way you can be an informed trader. All right, so we did see some new news pop out. That would be what? Calon says John Young, representative of Pfizer, is to step down from the board of the company. Pfizer getting rid of people. Imagine that. So Lifetime signs letters of intent for a $78 million in-sale leaseback transaction. Buyer Piet announced to MSCI Incorporated Board of Directors. Sheen appoints Marcelo Calur as the chairman of Sheen Latin America. Sheen has pretty pictures on their website, and personally, I would not shop there due to all of the reports of slave labor and toxic chemicals in their materials. But they do have a pretty website. Evoca Water Technologies quarterly revenue is up 19% from the prior year period. And Caterpillar Incorporated sees sales in 2023 to increase versus 2022. That only makes sense considering a lot of the world is done with the COVID lockdowns and construction sites are back booming, right? It would make sense. Machinery's going to die and people need to replace it with new stuff, right? So, Canonical Energy, not sure if I pronounced that right, Ltd. Announces renewal of normal course issuer bid. I keep looking down because there's a rabbit nudging my leg. Sorry. It won't let me pick it up, otherwise I would show you. Rabbits don't tend to like to be picked up. Alright, so, Optinoise announces the CEO transition and business update. Let's see. The last day of the first month of the year, there's a lot of business restructuring we are seeing out there in the market with all of these CEO and other top positions. Seeing a lot of shakeup with new people being appointed, so that will be quite interesting in the coming months to see these companies enacting these new people's changes, right? All right, so Phillips 66 reports fourth quarter 2022 financial report. People says, was it good? Was it bad? We won't know. We'll have to look into it. Alright, so Spectrum Pharmaceuticals announces an unaudited quarter 4 2022 financial results. Let's see. Pharmaceuticals, unaudited quarter 4. I think I'll wait until an audited quarter 4 comes out because, I don't know. Seems like they always tend to have some number changes, right? Right. So, Mount Logan Capital Incorporated enters into a definite purchase agreement with Ovation Partners. Sorry if I am not saying any of these are right. Manitex International announces key changes to the board of directors. What was I just saying? Everybody is making key changes, right? It's the first of the year. They got their business models and their projections for this year coming out, and maybe they just need a bit of a restructuring. All right, let's flip through these charts and see what is going on. So right now we have the NASDAQ chart futures, NASDAQ futures chart up right here, and you can see that cat hair in the eye. All right, so then we have the S&P 500. If you look at this volume column, you see it saw quite a bit of movement before the New York Open. The New York Open hit, and then it was like, blur. So we'll see. So then we have, this is the Dow Jones futures. It is, look at that mountain it built. Whoop. Looks like their mountain range. All right, so again, this is the Russell 2000 futures, and it is just, it has come down a few times. That's what these white lines are indicated underneath the candle. It means that it moved down to this range, but it has steadily just been climbing. And you see it is hit the pivot point. It has broke the pivot point, and it is steadily just gaining support there past the pivot point and finding support and just climbing right now. So that is what's happening in the Russell 2000 futures market right now. So let's take a look at our news board again. So Lennox reports revenue and EPS for the full year of 2022. Biotech announced Biotechane, I don't know how you say this name. Anyways, announces retirement, appointment of general counsel, and International Paper. If you're wondering who International Paper is, trust me, you as a human have had your hands on some of their paper at one time in your life or another. International Paper reports full year and quarter 4 2022 results. Paper, it is widely used across all markets, right? So, greenage generation restructures and significantly reduces secured debt. So AeroCap delivers the 50th 737-800 Boeing converted freighter. So they have converted 50 of these airplanes, taken them out of commercial flights and made them into freighter planes. Freighter planes carry cargo, goods that you buy online, you know. Those kind of things are what is being carried in a freighter. Alright, all markets, let's take a look here, are seeing some support here. Alright, so without those trades firing off on us, we have news to go over. Alright, so where were we? Wall Street opens higher as data eases inflation concerns. As you have seen here on these charts, Brazil's finance ministry is not discussing changes to inflation targets. And why is Citius Space stock down 40% today? Woo, that's pretty rough if you were in that ticker SIDU. A 40% fall? Ooh. Hopefully you made some good exiting trades. I don't know. Maybe you stay in for a long. Who knows? I am personally not in that stock, so I cannot advise you on it. So Silvergate is pressed by the senators after evasive responses on FTX. Bloomberg law. So like FTX, it's every day. They're in the news. I feel it will just be a continuation of that. So Atlas Technical is to be taken private. Why are they releasing that? They released that half an hour ago. It's not new news. Okay, well, that's just disappointing. That is a recycled headline. Blur. Alright, so do we have any? What are we going to see as far as reports go? So the Chicago PMI just came out 1 minute ago. My report data stream is trying to update with the numbers. So I'm sure some of you already have the report numbers already. As soon as they drop in, I will tell you what it was. Was it good? Was it bad? Was it green? Was it red? We'll take a look here. Alright, so what was looking interesting? This is looking interesting. This is the Russell 2000 futures. Alright, so what else are we going to see? In less than 14 minutes, the CD Consumer Confidence Report will be released. And then later, as in tomorrow, at 8:15 Eastern Standard Time, the ADP Non-Farm Employment Change Report will be released. 9:45 tomorrow Eastern Standard Time, the final manufacturing PMI report will be released, followed at 10 o'clock by a slew of reports. So at 10 o'clock, we're going to see 4 reports. Whoa, I don't know what that word was. Camera down. Okay, camera back. We only got 3 minutes left. Alright, so tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have the ISM Manufacturing PMI, the JOLTS job opening, the construction spending month over month, and the ISM manufacturing prices will be released. And then all day we will see the Ward's total vehicle sales. And at 10:30, we're going to see crude oil inventories. But what is important about tomorrow? ISM manufacturing PMI, the JOLTS job opening, and then in the afternoon at 2 o'clock, we're going to see the FOMC statement released and the federal funds rate released. In half an hour later, the FOMC press conference will be had. So tomorrow, quite a bit of movement and refresh pagey. Alright, so the Chicago PMI, it is in the red at 44.3 is the percent, not percent, but it changed 44.3, not a percentage, sorry. Okay. So with that being said, we have 1 minute left here. Thank you for watching, liking, subscribing, checking out our website. We have free trials at theopeningtrade.com. I'm Ayla. That's it for today. You watched a winning trade on the NASDAQ futures. Ooh, let's bring this over. I forgot. Here we go. Here is our ending account balance. Alright, so, I'm covering that, sorry. So we saw a win of 425. After the fees, it comes out to $420.12, bringing our current cash value up. So there is our ending account balance. And tomorrow we will be here to do the same thing, to watch these trades go automatically if the indicators are met. So I'm Ayla. That's it for today. I will be here tomorrow. Please like and subscribe. I'll see you then.